What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and if you follow this comment, it'll take you to my video covering the trailer for Astartes 2. The reason why that I left this comment is because I actually made a mistake. I had thought that the Blood Angels, my beautiful boys in red, were going to be a part of Astartes 2, or were at least noticed in the trailer. And it was later brought to my attention that I had made a mistake. In my excitement, I had failed to notice that those were not, in fact, the Blood Angels. They were the Angels Vermillion. If you see right here, the very split second in the trailer, the iconography isn't exactly that of a regular teardrop. The blood tear contains that of a skull, the iconography of, in fact, the Angels Vermillion, our subject for today. The Angels Vermillion are a successor chapter of the Blood Angels founded during the second founding in the 31st millennium. Their homeworld is that of the Coronal, their fortress monastery is that known as the Blood Spike, and their chapter master is Kuldoth Moore. One thing to note regarding the Angels Vermillion is that it is common practice amongst all the Sons of Sanguinius to keep close ties with one another. One of these successor chapters may in some way, shape, or form retain some kind of connection to that of the founding chapter or another brother-like chapter. But for some reason, the Angels Vermillion have been known to bear their curse alone, ignoring the calls and pleas of their brothers. And it is not like that of an outstanding bearing of hatred. In fact, many of the founding chapter have actually approached Chapter Master Dante in asking why they do not reach out and connect their lost brothers. But time and time again, for some reason, and nobody knows why, Dante has refused. The Angels Vermillion go on to this day refusing any kind of relationship with their Blood Angels brothers, and besides threatening to reveal the curse that all Sons of Sanguinius bear to the Imperium, they also have a very unique and dark method of handling the said curses. The way that they handle the mentioned curses is through that of a ritual known as the Sorrowing. Roughly every 50 years, the Angels Vermillion go on to gather a portion of the population from their homeworld, to which they would go on to drain the vitae from the population that they had gathered, to which the Angels Vermillion would then pool the vitae all together, bathe in it, and then sacrifice a sanguinary priest inside of it. With all this combined blood pulled together, they would mix it all together and implement it into their power armor. This bizarre concoction is then used to nourish the Angels Vermillion battle brothers in battle. And for them, it has actually proved effective in battling against the Black Rage and the Red Thirst. And they don't use this as a happy end-all be-all cure, but they actually see it as their own curse to bear. Meanwhile, they are the ones actively doing it, and they don't limit it to just the individuals of their homeworld. Any soldiers from battlefields, refugees, or citizens that they find worthy are perfect candidates to be a part of the Sorrowing. And let me just clarify again, many of the Angels Vermillion actually don't approve of this ritual and actually seek to have it abolished. But unfortunately, the chapter master has no intention of removing this method of tackling the curse. Lastly, just to cover how much hatred that Dante holds against the Angels Vermillion, during the events of Devastation of Baal, not only did Dante refuse to call upon the aid of the Angels Vermillion, he also greatly refused to accept any aid. And this went both ways, as the chapter master of the Angels Vermillion refused to provide any aid. But many battle brothers would willingly disobey chapter master Moore and actually go to Blessed Baal and lay down their lives. The very existence of the Angels Vermillion is very controversial, especially to the Blood Angels, and I'm sure that their choice of using the Sorrowing and their self-isolation doesn't help their argument. But besides all of this, they are still loyal Sons of the Imperium with an impeccable record. And besides seeing what else they can bring to the lore, I'm extremely excited to see what they may be a part of for Astartes 2. With that being said, thanks again guys for listening. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Drop a comment if there's anything you want to hear about next, and as always, remember to follow for more.